It was A.R. Fox who made it his goal after winning the Evolve Championship to elevate the prestige of that championship as quickly as he could, and he did that by putting it up as often as he possibly could, even in situations where there wasn't a championship match scheduled. Chris Hero picking right up where A.R. Fox left off, the man that he beat for the Evolve Championship, and putting it up here against Drew Galloway. Galloway's first match after being released from World Wrestling Entertainment. Galloway, no stranger to gold, the 29-year-old, 6'5", 265 from Scotland, former Intercontinental Champion, former one-half of the World Tag Team Champs with Cody Rhodes. These two guys know each other very well from their time in the WWE. This one's going to be extremely interesting as Chris Hero, normally one of the larger guys you're going to see in a wrestling ring these days. He is actually at 6'3", 6'4", about 235, giving up a couple of inches and 20 pounds or so to the challenger here tonight.
Drew's a physical specimen. You look at this guy, crowd going absolutely crazy when he come out here, and the truth is, a lot of the fans that are only familiar with his work from the WWE really are not familiar with what this young man is capable of. He is superstar material. The guy's got the looks, he's got the charisma, and he has the athleticism to be right here on top here in Evolve.
And I think, I mentioned him being a former Intercontinental Champion, former half of the World Tag Team Champions. I think most people, though, don't really remember him when he was having that kind of a success, because it wasn't long after that he was stuck in that, just kind of languishing spot down on the card, that whole three-man band thing with Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal, and those guys that I don't think people realized what an athlete this guy really is, how talented he is. 29 years old, he's been wrestling for almost 15 years now. He started training when he was 15. We've got two, veterans in the ring here tonight in our main event. What an opportunity for Galloway to really prove what he still has in the tank, and Chris Hero showing he's a fighting champ.
What kind of an endorsement is it for Drew to debut here on top, challenging for the championship? And once again, like we mentioned earlier, Drew knows, he's done his studying as well. He knows that a win here tonight over the champion not only gives him the championship, but starts the first night of this 3-day weekend to establish himself as the new kingpin here in Evolve. Every win matters from this point. Every loss matters, and every performance you put on that ring, it matters.
Talk about Hero wanting to be a fighting champ. Being the Evolve champion means he's the best in this company, and how can he call himself the best if he's not willing to put the title up on the line? Every opportunity he gets, doing that here in this matchup. Also, got to give Hero credit. Coming into this match, having about 6 weeks or so that he took off this summer, had a back injury that had him wheelchair bound for almost 2 weeks. Left him completely not only just unable to train, but dependent on people to help him almost every step of his day for a couple of weeks. He was in just constant agony, and really only the last couple of weeks he was able to get back in the ring and start training and actually wrestling again. So maybe, while showing he's a fighting champion, maybe biting off a little more than he can chew here against Galloway.
Well, to ask a guy like Chris Hero to stay on the shelf, quite frankly, it just simply isn't going to happen, Lenny. As soon as he gets any type of clearance whatsoever from his physicians, the guy's going to get back in the ring because he's a competitor and because he's the champion. He believes he's a fighting champion, proving tonight, in what was billed as a non-title match, he pretty much insisted that he defend his title here tonight, and Galloway seized the opportunity, and I can't blame him.
Of course, Hero with that knockout power he's shown time and time again, and he can hit that roaring elbow from pretty much anywhere at any time. Handed down from the legendary Mitsuharu Misawa himself to Chris Hero. Nobody throws that elbow any better than the Evolve champ, and McIntyre certainly is going to have to be on the lookout for that elbow as these two big guys crack right the center of the ring. Hero with momentum. Can't take Galloway off his feet.
It's like running into an oak tree. Look at the size of this guy, man. Look at the conditioning of Galloway. Again, he looks like a rock star. The guy can get it done, but he's in there with the Evolve champion, Chris Hero.
Leapfrog, drop down, drop kick by Hero. Hero showing that agility. And there's the cravat. Something few people use as effectively as Hero does inside the ring. Almost a lost art. Hero going with that drop kick. Senton. 2 count. Brandon Tully right there.
Another hot night here in Ybor City, Lenny. I'll tell you what, it isn't slowing down the competitors at all in the ring.
Definitely starting to get a little warm in the building here under these TV lights. I have to wonder if that's going to be a factor if this match goes any kind of a distance. As it was the typical, 92-degree Tampa day in August. But the humidity certainly still continuing here tonight in Ybor City. These lights not helping matters. And Galloway looking confidently over the fallen champion as he backs him into the corner.
Big boots in the corner. Going to work on the champion. Galloway taking over Hero with a big suplex. Covers him, hooks the leg, only one. Galloway grabbing hold of that left arm of the champion.
You're trying to fight, but it's Galloway. Controlling the arm, backs him into the corner. Right hand connects squarely on the jaw. And the champion eats a boot in the corner there. Irish whip. Forearm from Galloway. Big man going up. High rent district here. Oh. And it cost him. Took a little too much time. Hero made him pay. And pay dearly there.
Here with the big boot. Knocked Galloway out the ropes into the floor. Referee starting to count.
Hero going out after him.
Can't say I blame him here, Lenny. Hero's got Galloway in trouble, looking to dish out some more punishment. The champion stalking his prey, huge blow. Galloway feeling the effects, big boot to the head.
Oh, chop. And Hero starting to assert himself here. Out on the floor. Galloway firing back. Oh, what a chop. Hero connects. No. 2.5 there for Hero.
With that knockout power, Lenny, at any given time, Hero could end the match. And I'll tell you what, a victory over Galloway in a successful title defense would be impressive, but one that early with a knockout punch? Come on.
That'd be one hell of a way to start your weekend. Going 1-0 in that fashion. Oh, what a forearm. Two count again by Hero. Cravat by the champ. Knee strike. Galloway trying to turn away from the pressure Nice escape right there. Takes control of the arm. Hero with the reversal, though. Set too soon. And just that quickly, Galloway back on the offensive. But Hero holds on. Folding press to count again for the champ. Galloway telegraphed that drop kick a little bit there, and Hero one step ahead. Oh. Careful what you wish for, you might just get it.
The hell is he thinking, Lenny? Tell him to give him his best. Well, he got it.
Oh! Mocking him three-man band style.
Yeah.
Oh, Galloway. Almost as if Hero lit a fire in him there.
Sure did. Not taking too kindly to the insults, that's for sure.
Nobody talks about Heath Slater that way around here.
No, they do not. I'm going to tell you what, Galloway being on the card added about 100 of the hottest chicks in all of Tampa into the Orpheum tonight. Thank you, sir.
Hero. Galloway, you ain't better than me. That still remains to be seen. Chest of Hero starting to show some welts on them as well now. As Galloway's, oh, what a boot to the face. My God, he took his head off.
Hero actually hearing some boos from the crowd. The fans, like I said, a lot of them here to see Galloway, but Chris Hero, our champion, deserving and getting the respect of the majority of the crowd here. What a hard-fought contest between both competitors, Lenny.
Galloway out of nowhere connects, and both men are down. There's certainly a match wrestled at a much different pace than the last couple of matches we've seen. Two very large athletes here in this one. A little bit more physicality. A little bit more taking their time and making everything count than wrestling at a high speed and a high pace. There's another one that has been back and forth. Northern Lights suplex with the bridge for two. And there's another matchup we've seen that's going to be very difficult when you look back at this weekend to really count as, you know, a negative for the person who loses just based on how close this match has been.
I think the heat starting to have an effect on both these guys. We're just sitting here doing the commentary. It's hard to find any air to breathe. It's so humid. Can't imagine what these two are going through in a hard-fought athletic contest like this. Again, in the heat, in the humidity. Hero up and over.
Yeah, both guys just flush with perspiration. That long hair soaking wet, too, on both these guys. Oh! 2 3/4.
Hero's starting to show some signs of frustration. Galloway, still not quite sure where he is at this point. But what a hell of a debut for Galloway here in Evolve. Look at the chest of Hero.
Oh, just swinging away. Galloway not backing down. He popped right back up. Burst of adrenaline by the challenger. No.
Hero's got to be wondering what the hell is going on. Looked like he had the match well within his grasp.
Oh! So close.
Thought we had a new champion, Lenny. Galloway almost snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Again, now he's starting to show a little bit of frustration. Got to be proud of his debuts here so far tonight, man. Showing he belongs in the upper echelon of Evolve.
He's definitely giving the champ his money's worth here tonight.
Back they go to the floor. Both these men can brawl if needed. Bring a little of everything to the table every time they set foot in the ring.
Oh, there's that rolling elbow. And he buckled the knees of the challenger. Galloway hanging on the pole. I think the only thing holding him up. There goes the elbow pad. Oh! He just hit that steel pole.
Did you hear the impact? That takes out Hero's most lethal weapon. Galloway sees an opportunity.
And that wasn't the ring post. I don't know if our cameras can pick it up, but there are 7 or 8 cylinder-type posts about 8 inches in circumference that are solid steel. They're holding up the roof of the Orpheum. They go from the floor to the ceiling. They hold up the roof. And Chris Hero just elbowed one of those flush. And oh, he may have just knocked out Drew Galloway with that same elbow. No!
Hero adding insult to injury, but doing whatever it takes to get the victory. But the pain he put on himself using.
To the elbow by Galloway. Double arm DDT. We got a new champ. We got a new champ.
Wow!
Champion Drew Galloway!
And then I'm gonna show everybody that you're a failure as the champion here in Evolve. Just like you were a failure in the WWE.
Oh! What the hell?
Roderick Strong! Oh my God! Look at him!
Roderick Strong on fire in the corner. Again, this one, a non-title matchup.
Talk about a lariat coming out of the corner. Did you see that shot by Drew Galloway on Roderick Strong? Uh-oh! Hockey style. Shirt over his head. Roderick can't get that shirt up fast enough.
Overhead, belly to belly by the Evolve champ.
He woke up a sleeping giant, Lenny.
And listen to this crowd. Some of them still behind Strong. As these two beat the hell out of each other on the floor.
Talk about kicking off in high gear right from the, well, hell, before the bell rang, Lenny.
Roderick Strong 0-1 on the weekend, losing a tough match to Uhaa Nation last night in Queens, while Drew Galloway 1-0, successfully defending the Evolve title last night against Rich Swann. Strong out to the floor. And I don't know if it was abundantly clear from what Brandon Tolley was trying to say, but the basic gist of the situation, and one that I completely disagree with personally, and I'm sure you do as well. The Evolve title was built by AR Fox and Chris Hero being willing to put the title up anywhere, any place, anytime to make that belt important, to raise the prestige of that championship. Drew Galloway trying to follow in those footsteps. Oh, what a shot to the face by Strong.
Roderick Strong trying to take off the head of the Evolve champion.
But right now, since the Evolve reboot with Chapter 2, it is all about the wins, all about the weekend rankings. And right now, Roderick Strong is unranked. And he may be unconscious.
The fans in New York going crazy for Drew Galloway and Roderick Strong tearing the house down. Listen to these fans, Lenny. Oh my God. This is tough. Coming down from like 8 feet in the air. Look at the size of our champion. Galloway getting a little disgusted with the rep as well.
255, maybe 260. He had a big lunch today. And Strong in perhaps the best shape of his career. And they talk about him being the benchmark. On the indies for the last decade. Nobody has seen or watched Roderick Strong longer than you and I. And what he has become as a professional wrestler is unbelievable in his ability to dish out punishment. And these two men have electrified the crowd here at the Lyceum. A crowd that was already ready to hang from the rafters has just been given even more reason to lose their minds here with Galloway and Strong. And Brandon Tully, at least to his credit, while he made the unpopular choice of delivering the message of the Evolve office that this would not be a title match, to his credit, I will say this, he is giving these guys a lot of leeway in the matchup and allowing them to decide it between themselves here tonight.
Well, I don't think the fans would stand for any other thing if the referee was to not give them that leeway. When you got two individuals that are ready to tear each other apart, all in the name of just trying to prove who is the better man, the referee cannot get in the way. He cannot be a deciding factor in the matchup. Let the two fight it out. We're going to find out who's best at the end. Who at this moment, Lenny, I'll tell you what, I am a betting man, and I have no idea where the hell I put my money on. Look at Galloway.
2-1 and pick 'em here. And Roderick Strong imposing his will on the Evolve champion right there.
Yeah, Roderick wasn't going to sit in the corner and eat those chops any longer. Coming out, stomping a mud hole in Galloway. Look at the strength of Strong.
My goodness.
Galloway feeling the effects on that lower back. Of course, Roderick Strong, as always, finds the weakness and exploits it. Galloway tries to sit out, no luck. Thinking about reaching for that hair.
Strong working over the back in the midsection, always the trademark of the Messiah, of the backbreaker. Trying to soften his opponent up before he dishes out his array of devastating backbreakers. And he can hit them from pretty much anywhere at any time. But Galloway using that size advantage. Nice judo throw there. But Strong responds quickly with a leg lariat, both men down.
You know, when it comes to the backbreakers, the size and height disadvantage has never been anything that faze Roderick Strong. Doesn't matter who he's in the ring with. The guy, like you said, he can hit a backbreaker from any angle, from any height. Always delivering the devastating effect he's looking for, but Galloway finds a head of steam, backs Roderick Strong in the corner, goes to whip him in, reversal.
And Galloway hit that hard. Strong didn't hook the leg. The Evolve champ able to slip out the back door.
The fans getting behind Roderick Strong. Even though he's from Tampa, I do believe the fans up here in New York almost consider him a hometown hero with the amount of time he's spent in the ring here in New York City.
Oh. And much like Galloway was clubbing across the chest of Strong. returns the favor. He's a fine fella.
Galloway having no way to protect himself against those brutal shots on his chest. And Roderick Strong, when you're talking about chest, all kinds to work with, just beating the hell out of Galloway. Roderick coming, firing off with a brutal forearm, takes Galloway off his feet. Whoa! Huge boot to the face of Strong. Takes him down.
And that's a page right out of Roddy's book right there. Roddy's used that sick kick effectively for years now, and Galloway just drills him with it. The champ now may be able to find a way back into this matchup. As he rains down right hands. Strong set for the ride. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Another page out of the Roderick Strong playbook by the Evolved Champ.
Obviously been studying the footage and the tapes of Roderick Strong. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Galloway, the consummate professional, not just showing us what he can do in the ring, but obviously spending his time outside the ring researching his opponents well ahead of time.
Oh, the big man sword. And gets 2.5 as Galloway took flight.
That's a lot of lumber coming down across the neck and the chest of Roderick Strong. Galloway the first to his feet. Setting up Strong.
Shot from Roddy. Gets the boot up. Oh, what a straight right hand. Strong got dropped. Oh! 2 3/4.
He's a good 10 feet up in the air, Lenny, coming crashing down in the back of his head and neck.
And Roddy, very smart, goes to the ropes as he hears it from the crowd here.
The champ knows he has his hands full looking at the crowd. Who puts it best? What do we got here, Lenny?
Up to the second with Strong on his shoulders. Enziguri rocks the champ.
Galloway in a precarious position. Perched atop that top rope. Roderick Strong going to work. Setting up Galloway for that superplex. Strong up to the top rope, trying to take Galloway with him.
Both men crashing down.
Sounded like a bomb was dropped here in Brooklyn, Lenny. Did you hear the impact of that superplex? Roderick Strong looking really good late in this match. Knows that with the win here over the Evolved Champion, he'd be surely in line for a title shot down the road, and it would send him skyrocketing up in the rankings.
Running forearm. Galloway says bring it on. You don't gotta ask Roddy twice. A third time. Running knee right on the point of the jaw. And Strong has picked up the pace. Ankle slam. Yeah.
Strong can't believe it, Lenny. He thought that was it. He thought he had a pinfall victory over the Evolved Champion, Drew Galloway. Can't argue with him. I thought that was the end of the match myself. Roderick Strong with an insane flurry of forearms and knee strikes.
Man, if these guys They've got another gear, man.
No doubt, Lenny.
And they have kicked it into that gear a couple of times in this matchup. Oh, what an elbow. Scoops him up. Strong go to the midsection to free himself. Again, he's got the big guy up. Gutbuster. Double knees to the midsection for 2.5. Boston Crab. Tully right there asking Galloway if he wants to give it up. Drew right in the center, but crawling in the ropes and makes it.
He's just too tall, Lenny. How do you keep this guy away from the ropes?
A huge advantage when you're 6'5" for sure.
Roderick Strong had it locked in. Looked like it was the end of the match by submission. But Galloway, by instinct, crawling to the ropes to force the break. Like you said, the fans split evenly right down the middle with Roderick Strong.
Roddy butterflying the arms, looking for that Gibson driver. Oh, another huge right hand.
Both men trading blows right in the middle of the ring. Big knee strike by Strong.
Oh, he caught him again. Buckle ball. Got step up Enziguri. That rocked the champ. Oh, he took his head off. Jesus.
Galloway swinging for the fences, takes off the head of Roderick Strong. Signals that's it. What a vicious lariat that was. Brutal. How in the hell does Strong come back from something like that?
Galloway with Strong on his shoulder while on his knees. He's got him up. Cradle, pile driver. No!
God. What an incredible match in Roderick Strong. What intestinal fortitude. What tenacity. Listen to the crowd, Lenny. Get behind Roderick Strong.
Galloway hits the canvas himself. I think exhaustion starting to overtake adrenaline here. As he again drags Strong back to his feet. He's got him up. Looking for the razor's edge, and instead eats another knee. Sick kick! Sick kick connects! Gibson driver! No! A second Gibson driver! No! They came out again!
Twice Evolve champion, Lenny. Not easy to keep the shoulders to the canvas of the big man, Drew Galloway. Roderick Strong, utter shock. Listen to the crowd.
This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome! This is wrestling!
Small package! Oh, so close.
Galloway picking the perfect time for that small package. Both men nailing each other with vicious forearms. Both stunned. Strong knocked off his feet. Galloway.
Oh, what a
once
shot.
again. Jesus, look at these two. Look at this, Lenny. It's just broken down into a big fist fight in the middle of the ring.
Missed the spinning back fist. Sick kick connects. Oh, wait a second. Double arm DDT. You Strong's own kick before the DDT, and it's over. It is March the 27th, 2015, Evolve 40 is underway in San Jose. The biggest weekend of the year begins tonight. As we already kicked things off in fine fashion yesterday with Evolve 39. And what a way to kick off this huge day of pro wrestling. The Evolve champion Drew Galloway taking on the one-man nation, Uhaa Nation, singles competition, non-title match. And a very short turnaround for the Evolve champ. Main evented last night against the Airwolf PJ Black, successfully defending his Evolve title. And less than 24 hours later, kicking off the event here against one of the best in the business today, Uhaa Nation. Nation successful last night himself. 6-man tag team action, teaming up with Rich Swann and Ricochet in defeating the Premier Athlete brand in a match that many people thought stole the show last night. Both men stepping into the ring today at about 255 pounds, though Galloway at 6'5", as a couple inches in height on Nation. Although I definitely would give the quickness edge to the one-man Nation as he set off for the ride. Bipasso by Galloway. And the shoulder tackle, Japanese arm drag, hangs on. Those both men still with big things to come this weekend here on the World Wrestling Network. Uhaa Nation back in tag team action tomorrow night at the World Wrestling Network Super Show. Well, Drew Galloway, title versus title. The showdown with Johnny Gargano, the Open the Freedom Gate champ, happens tomorrow, right here on the World Wrestling Network, with the Super Show taking place 4 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. I'll get that time changed sooner or later. Nice monkey flip there, but Nation is tenacious and hangs on to the left wrist of the Evolve champ. Uhaa Nation unranked in the latest edition of the Evolve rankings. He's been on an extended tour in Japan. Drew Galloway, as the Evolve champ, actually dropped a spot below Johnny Gargano off of his loss to Roderick Strong in Evolve 38. In that war inside the steel cage. And if you haven't checked that match out, it is available on demand right here on WWNlive.com, as is the entire library of events from Full Impact Pro, Shine, Dragon Gate USA, and Evolve. And Galloway dropping Nation right over that guardrail. And there's the agility of Nation and the power of Galloway. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on the apron. Nothing but steel and wood on the outside of the ring frame. And the vertebrae of Uhaa Nation bounced off of it. And now Galloway putting the boots to Nation. And the Evolve champ is asserting himself here. What velocity on that whip. Into the turnbuckles. Galloway actually left his feet in order to provide the requisite force to send Nation careening into those unforgiving buckles. Three huge events coming your way here tonight on the World Wrestling Network. Overhead belly to belly by Galloway. Hooks the leg, gets two. Still to come is night one, the King of the Indies tournament, featuring a great crop of talent. And that two-night event, that starts at 8 o'clock Eastern, 11 Pacific, and then later on tonight, the nightcap, 11:55 Pacific time. It is Kaiju Big Battle. Fans urging Nation back to his feet, and he's firing away at the midsection. But the Evolve champ right back on the attack. Another hard Irish whip sends Nation down to a knee. And Galloway standing tall here. But Nation back on the attack here. Get out of the way, Tully. Big splash. Misses the lariat. Does not miss that one. Of course, it was a couple of years ago, back around this time, during the big series of events in Miami, that Uhaa Nation suffered a horrific knee injury at the DGUSA Heat event in Fort Lauderdale. Attempted a dive, ruptured his patella tendon, out of action for 11 months. Was Uhaa Nation, and he is clearly back to 100%. And turned himself into one of the very best wrestlers in the world. And he soars down across the back of the Evolve champion for a near fall. Waistlock by Galloway. Elbows his way free, and then returns the favor. Huge sit out. Powerbomb for 2.5, says Brandon Tully. Evolve champ hearing it from the pro Uhaa Nation crowd here. He's looking for that DDT. Oh, instead, he just drills him with a forearm, but runs into the foot in the corner by Nation. There's the agility. Enziguri. And Nation has to get up to get that back brain kick. Well, the guy's 6'5", and he did just that. German suplex into the turnbuckles. Sick kick. But couldn't quite put him away. And Galloway slumped over the top rope. He's got to be asking himself what he's got to do to finish Uhaa Nation off here. And it may, in fact, need to be that double arm DDT. Right hand. Big boot. Nation returns the favor. That gets a near fall of his own right there. Galloway now slow to get to his feet. Ducks under that clothesline. Trying to drop down for the backslide. Nation, though, still too powerful, it looks like. Oh, what a counter! What a counter to the DDT. That's got to be it. Cover. It's over.
Here is your winner, Drew Galloway.
Oh, here we go. This thing is underway.
Hero and End wasted no time getting the jump on Galloway and Gargano, and immediately Hero and Gargano spill out to the floor. Fists and fire, everybody going to the outside now.
It is all on the line right here. Big shot from Galloway. Big boot from Tommy End.
It's a match between two teams with guys who were rivals in the past, but have teamed up for this tournament with a common purpose to become the first ever Evolve champs. And Tommy End may have broken ribs.
As may Johnny Gargano, as people just hitting steel right now. There's kicks, fists, elbows, everything just flying all around ringside here. We're trying to keep track of all of this.
It is like a car crash out there. Already bodies everywhere. Hero directing traffic. Double stomp on the floor on Galloway, and now they turn their attention to Gargano. Big boot from End on Galloway. Hero now with Gargano. Reversal. Hero hits the steel. Galloway catches the leg of End. Big boot from Gargano and a left hand. Connects with Hero, not once but twice. Galloway clubbing away on End, who hits the steel too. Big boot from Hero, catches Galloway.
It's getting way too close to us, as I say that.
And they have spilled over the guardrail. For some reason, that fan doesn't want to move. I would not recommend keeping your seat.
Oh, no!
Gargano over the guardrail.
Over the top goes Gargano. They're battling all over the frickin' place.
Oh, we're going straight up Tupelo.
Nice, nice run. Straight up Tupelo indeed. Well done. Hide the glass jars of mustard. Oh shit, here we are. He's got to slam him on the chair, Lenny. No, he's going to slam him into the wall.
Oh, we saw him do that to Ricochet.
And here goes that table chair.
He is a man possessed. We've talked about his temper all weekend. It got him suspended from this company when he snapped in this city last year.
Tommy End's got something in his hand. He is giving chase. Apologize, my vantage point, I can't really call this as well as I want to.
Chops. Oh, what a shot by Tommy. Down goes Galloway. Double stomp.
Referee Brandon Tolley obviously giving a ton of latitude in this one, with the titles on the line here for the first time. Gargano with a chop on end. Oh, what a forearm. Trading shots now, Gargano and end. Big boot. Oh, Galloway up with a boot on Hero now. Back towards the guardrail. Hero chopped up and over, back to the relative safety of the ringside area.
Yeah, relative.
Gargano up and over, able to avoid those chairs somehow. And now back inside the ring.
Hard shot. Back and forth with Galloway and Hero.
They're just beating the hell out of each other, these four men.
Two of the heaviest hitters in the game in the ring right now.
Gargano out on the floor with end as Galloway and Hero continue to slug it out.
What a flurry from Galloway. Big boot to the face from Hero. Hero now measuring him.
Rolling elbow, no. Neck breaker.
Beautiful neck breaker.
I was saying earlier how this is a match between two teams of guys that were rivals for a long time and teamed up.
Oh, look at Tommy End.
To try and win the titles here this weekend. And it's amazing the cohesion both these teams have shown so far this weekend. Gargano escape.
He's got it locked in. No.
Hero with the save.
Firm boot planted right to the dome of Johnny Gargano. Hero now looking to
Gargano and Galloway.
heck with wrestling, let's fight. Here we go.
Again, tempers flaring here. Oh, what a boot. End and Gargano down, and it's Hero and Galloway again.
Series of kicks now from Galloway.
Stomping a mud hole in Chris Hero. Swing a beer to Drew Galloway.
As now, here we go, setting them back up. Here we go, double team effort. This tag team final. Oh, drives him down.
There's a tag. Novel concept.
Here we go. Kind of broke down there for a little bit, but now some latitude shown by our senior official as it's all on the line here.
Hero again directing traffic. Gets the tag from End. And Gargano greets him with a boot to the midsection before tagging back in Galloway. Double team coming here. Shot to the midsection. Up kick. Stereo kicks.
Oh, beautiful timing. No.
Say, it's amazing how four guys that were rivals within their own teams are able to put that aside in a common goal for a weekend like this.
I mean, you would have thought the word super team. These are two complete super teams. And they have made it all the way to the finals here this weekend.
I mean, guys have been singles champions all over the world. 3 of them singles champions in this company alone.
Look at the footwork. Look at the agility from Tommy End. Catches the foot knee right to the face.
Right on the point of the jaw. Somehow Gargano didn't go out. Hero with an elbow. And straight up brutality.
This thing's just all over the place again. fists and kicks and elbows, overhand blows and jabs.
There are just welts.
Chops.
There are welts all over the bodies of all 4 of these guys already. Chest, legs, back, you name it.
Gargano fighting off both men. Oh.
Hard kick from End. Right into the arms of Hero, who elevates him.
Look at this.
Into the arms of End.
Oh, released.
Oh. Galloway shotgun drop kick for both. Gargano down on the floor. Galloway chops Hero. And again.
Oh!
Bad timing right there. As End just drilled Hero. Boot to the face. And again, Tommy ends up kicking Hero by accident. Up kick by Hero. Frees Tommy.
Total elimination style elbow and leg sweep kick. No!
Man, the pace in this one has been unbelievable since the opening bell. You gotta wonder how long they can keep up a pace like this. Man, because they are just dishing out some punishment. And they are showing no signs of slowing down here. Oh, every blow, every strike is crisp. As from the opening bell. And Galloway getting checked on by Brandon Tolley as Gargano makes it back up, only to get dropped by Hero with the right hand. Through the ropes, onto the apron.
Oh, stop, right to the guts.
The Hero has Brandon Tolley tied up, allowing End to do the damage. 2 count, a bridge by Galloway.
Oh, no. Senton, all the body weight crashing down. There's a bridge.
And another senton.
And they're with the bridge, falling down.
Nothing further to that skirmish. And makes the tag. And right back to the offensive.
Tommy End now, snapmare. Look at this speed. What a beautiful knee drop. Such precision on that knee drop right there. Look at Gargano now, paying attention. Eyeing up Hero on the outside.
Good chin lock by End now. As Hero makes his way back to the corner. Body scissors. Is he trying to choke out Galloway here? Encouragement from Gargano as he tries to fight his way free here. Hero over again. Being sent back to his corner as Galloway makes the ropes.
Look at that. Look at the urgency on Tommy End's part.
Oh, God.
To ensure that this tag doesn't happen. Every movement Tommy End makes is just precise. Look at that, traps the hand.
Keeping Galloway in his corner. There's the tag to Hero.
Tag. Hero better get in there fast.
Oh.
Oh! Right to the face. Hero directed traffic.
Cocky cover staring down Gargano as Galloway gets his foot on the ropes. Galloway desperate to make the tag. But Hero standing between him and his corner.
Hero now.
Hard chop. These two men no strangers to one another.
Oh, slap to the face. Oh, back shot to the face of Gargano.
It was Evolve 31 at the August event that saw Drew Galloway end up taking the Evolve Championship from around the waist of Chris Hero. Have to be a definite measure of revenge for Chris Hero to defeat a Drew Galloway team to become the first ever Evolve Tag Team Champs. There's a tag though, Gargano in. Knocks End down off the apron, then fired away with lefts.
Gargano fired up. In comes Hero. Up and over as Gargano rolls it through. Kick to the face.
Gargano, two-time Open the Freedom Gate champ. One half of the Open the United Gate champs. The last man to be one half of those champs, along with Rich Swann, before retiring those belts after their first defense in New York.
Johnny wrestling now. Teeing up on Chris Hero. Irish whip now. Up and over goes Chris Hero. Super kick. Down goes Hero. Tommy end up and over.
Gargano dropped down. Super kick connects. Galloway.
Oh, look at the tilt-a-whirl slam unceremoniously against the apron.
Nothing but steel and wood. And Gargano puts his body on the line, wiping out Hero with the senton off the apron. Fans getting behind Gargano as he throws Hero back into the ring.
Mocked him with the Hero says, oh yes, it's now. Drops him down. Release suplex. This thing's gone personal here. These guys are vying for the tag team titles.
Tommy kicks away Galloway as Hero calls him in. Galloway, though, beats him into the ring. And then hits him with a right hand, as Hero now has to turn his attention back to Gargano. He's staring down Galloway. Oh yeah, you're gonna chop my partner? You're gonna kick my partner?
This is no fun for at least two people involved.
Yeah.
Oh, big elbow. Right hand from Galloway.
Oh, anything you can do, I can do better. Oh wait, both going with their pile drivers. Gargano fighting. Connects. Oh, and nails Gargano, but both men back where they started.
Oh, there it was.
Hero and Gargano, the legal men. Galloway and Hero clubbering each other. Elevates.
Hero now freight train, kick to the face. Down goes Galloway.
Hero again directing Tommy End.
We've seen this tandem maneuver last 2 days. No!
Oh, bad timing there. He just waylaid Tommy End. End just waylays Hero.
Oh!
Well, I told you they were rivals.
Oh!
I told you it had to be tough for guys with a rivalry to coexist, and clearly these two
Jesus!
lost sight of why they're here for the moment. Well, I guess it's out of their system. You good? Yeah, I'm good, bro. Oh. Man, Galloway reaches down when he throws a right hand. And down to a knee. Oh, another hard shot. Down goes End. Calling out Hero, who's trying to get the crowd behind Tommy End, who is in the sights of Drew Galloway. Stops that kick. Stops that one with his face, as does Hero. Gargano eats one himself. Down goes End. Down goes Galloway. He's up.
No!
Oh, 2.5 for End.
What an offensive flurry from everyone involved here. Listen to that falling knee.
Oh, he blasted him. Cover.
No! Johnny Gargano with the save. My God, you would think the tanks would have to be close to E at this point. These guys just laying it all on the line.
No signs of slowing down either for any of these guys. Gargano and End. Galloway and Hero. Switching it up. Oh. Gargano taking a circuitous route since he's a southpaw.
There you go. Lawn darts. Oh, no. Look at this. Dueling lawn darts. No.
Knocked together.
Oh, sandwich drop. Sandwich kicks. Elbow averted. Oh. Series of lawn darts.
Boot to the gut. Future shock DDTs. Plants him. Covers. No. Gargano makes the tag. Hero and End still lying prone as Gargano drags End back to his feet. Holding him in position here. Up on the shoulders of Galloway. Hero up though. End blocks the kick. Rolls up Gargano. Shoulders down, no. Oh, Hero with a boot. End with the knee. Gargano's all alone here. Rolling elbow. Back heel kick. combination. No! Man, Gargano trying to make history here for a second time this weekend. Friday night, he was the first man to wrestle for the WWE and the World Wrestling Network in the same night. Now looking to be one half of the first Evolve Tag Champs. Bad timing again by End and Hero. Gargano up and over. Slingshot. DDT.
Look out! DDT!
Tope DDT. Tommy End is in big trouble here.
Oh!
Tequila Sunrise Enziguri.
Tandem Tombstone.
Spike Tombstone. No! Gargano escape. Gargano escape. Locked in. Rolls him up. No!
Heroes out on the floor. They've isolated End.
Trying to fight both men off valiantly. Couple of kicks. Up on the shoulders. Oh, super kick. Wheelbarrow. Gargano escape.
Locked on.
Hero and End saved each other both Friday and Saturday night, but they can't do it tonight. We got the first ever Evolve Champs.
Here are your winners and the first ever Evolve Tag Team Champions, Johnny Gargano and Drew Galloway.
Super kick. It's over. It's over. And Gargano takes flight. And there must be a winner in this one. The final showdown between the icon, the heartbeat of this company, and a man who claims he's trying to save it by tearing its heart out, Drew Galloway. These two men started out as rivals. Gargano, the Dragon Gate USA Open the Freedom Gate champ. Galloway, the Evolve champ. They had a war in San Jose at Mercury Rising 2015, which saw Galloway win both championships. Oh, what a super kick. As he's got him hung up in the apron. They then became teammates in the Evolve Tag Team Title Tournament, winning those championships. Oh, he got him by the throat. This is the clothesline. Gargano, kick to the face. Knee strike, and another. He is wearing out Drew Galloway here in the opening moments in this matchup. They won the Evolve Tag Team titles in Orlando back in Evolve 55 to become the first ever holders of that championship. They lost them to Drew Gulak and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams in Dallas at Evolve 59. And then in a shocking turn of events, at the end of that matchup, Drew Galloway turned his back on his partner, kicked him low, and has been on a crusade since that night to tear Johnny Gargano and this company apart. They fought at Evolve 61 in New York City. Gargano winning that match by disqualification. When again, oh no, oh no, no! As I mentioned, they fought back in Evolve 61. Gargano winning that matchup by disqualification after Ethan Carter III appeared and attacked Johnny Gargano at the end of that matchup at the side of Drew Galloway. They were involved in a tag team match in Ybor City. Oh, what a top! And Galloway put every ounce of his 6'5", 265 into that chop across the chest of Johnny Gargano. Street fight, tag team matchup at Evolve 62. As Galloway teamed with EC3 to take on Johnny Gargano and TJP in a fight that went all over the streets of Ybor City, Florida. Gargano then beat Ethan Carter III in Evolve 63 in a last man standing match with Galloway in his corner. And another release slam. And Galloway now almost looks to be toying with Gargano. And Galloway attacked Gargano again last night in Queens. Gargano was saved by Ethan Page to lead us here tonight. The final showdown. And Galloway hammering away at Gargano. And then planted that boot right in the side of his face. 2 count, says Brandon Tolley. Johnny Gargano has been in some of the most violent feuds and matches here on the World Wrestling Network. Brutal I Quit match in Chicago with Chuck Taylor. The I Quit match with Ethan Page in New York City. Oh, another vicious chop. And Galloway laughing at how easy he's making it look right now. Mocking the fans here.
I want you to quit.
Telling Gargano he wants him to quit.
It's not worth it, buddy. Just give up. Give up.
Oh, right in the back of the head again.
Give up. Give up! Ask him, I think he wants to say something. Stop it.
Gargano won't quit.
Give up, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny.
Oh, what a shot. And the southpaw out of Cleveland swinging for the fences here, lefts and rights. Just clubbering away until Galloway drops him in his tracks right there with a clothesline cover. Hooks the inside leg, 2 count.
You want to play those games?
My goodness. Brandon Tolley again checking on Gargano in the corner. Up onto the second. Gargano to the top. Galloway couldn't get him over though. And Johnny going downstairs. Sunset bomb by Gargano. Oh, Galloway too strong. And again, just dropping right hands. That one missed. Takes out the hamstrings. Foot blow in the corner. Galloway hung up in the corner. Gargano trying to shake some feeling back into that right knee, it looks like. As Brandon Tolley checking on both athletes here. And Johnny digging down here. He's shown in his years in this company an uncanny ability to dig down when things look their bleakest and find a way to get the job done. Can he do it one more time here tonight against the biggest challenge he's ever faced? Just muscled into the corner, up and over the top he goes. Rolls him through and scores. What a recovery in the corner by Gargano. Hits the spear for a near fall. Crowd getting behind Gargano as he charges double knees. Momentum again, and oh, on a right hand. Release powerbomb. Is this the finish of Gargano and Galloway? No. It ends here tonight. Galloway said when this is finished, it'll determine the future of this company, the direction of this company. Who will lead Evolve from here on out? Will it be the man who loves this company with every fiber of his being, or the man who's trying to tear it down brick by brick? Rolls him back in. Slingshot DDT. Not quite enough. And these two have dished out some punishment here. Fans urging Gargano on here to continue this quest. Galloway weary in the corner. And Gargano chopping away. Trying to take this big redwood down. Running start. Sheer exhaustion on both these athletes. The ropes holding up Galloway here in the corner at this point. As Gargano places him up on the second. And the top now. Looking for the long dart. Galloway slips out. Blocks the kick, connects with the elbow. Looking for that wheelbarrow slam. Rapid punches. And a kick from Gargano drops Galloway. Super kick, no. Oh, right on his face and chest with that wheelbarrow slam. Gargano escaped. Trying to beat him with his own hold here. Brandon Tully right there. Asking Johnny if he wants to give it up. Crowd urging him on here. Count it. Roll up, nope. He's able to escape with it. Sends him into the post. Trying to fight for it again. Galloway trying to block. He's got it blocked. Galloway trying to fight here. Does he have the strength? Gets to his feet. Yes, he does. Boot to the midsection. Future shock DDT. No. Gargano taking a page out of Galloway's repertoire. But the big man, still enough left in the tank to kick out at 2, but he is basically limp on the bottom rope. Hanging on here. Asking Johnny to back up. Oh, he went to the eyes. He suckered him in. Big boot. DDT. Hangs on. Another future shock DDT. No. Can he do it one more time? Can the fans give him the energy he needs here as he's up in the corner? Oh, he spat in his face. Gets the foot up. Crossbody, no. He caught him like a child and plants him. Tombstone. And a second one. Come on. No. Galloway can't believe it. Come on. Johnny may be out here, just going on instinct. What heart, what guts. Gargano's an inspiration as he claws at Drew Galloway in an effort to get back to his feet. Dead weight in the hands of Galloway here. Oh, with the left hand. Rolls him up, shoulders down, no. Super kick. Sick kick. He took his head off. Another tombstone.
Been out of action since that time due to injury via Matt Riddle and suspension due to striking an official. Return action back at Style Battle. Back at season 1, episode 2 on February the 10th, and he made his intentions quite clear immediately upon his return at that event. He is back to destroy Matt Riddle, and he is back to continue his mission to save Evolve from itself. Only now, it's to do it as the WWN champion. I mentioned he is the first and only announced entrant so far in the Battle of Champions elimination match at the WWN Live Super Show on April 1st in Orlando. And Cobb, not a man who is going to back down from Drew Galloway, certainly is giving up a great deal of height to Galloway. Galloway 6'5", 255 or so coming into tonight. Cobb with the weight advantage, but giving up about 7 inches to Galloway with that low center of gravity. You can see him just tossing Galloway away there as they lock up collar and elbow, and the waist lock now by Cobb, and easily taking Galloway off his feet and then ragdolling Drew Galloway, and that is not something that many people in the career of Drew Galloway, I think, have ever done. It's a man who normally enjoys a rather healthy size advantage over his opponents and a rather healthy strength advantage as well, and that is certainly not proving to be the case here. You got to wonder how that's going to affect the psyche of a Drew Galloway as he goes downstairs with the boot. Hard chop to the chest. Cobb made his debut back at Evolve 74, New York City, knocking off Matt Riddle. And what some people thought was an upset using his Tour of the Islands, Galloway going up and over. Ducks the clothesline and a crossbody, and he caught Drew Galloway like he was a child. Drew Galloway is 6'5", nearly 260 pounds, and Jeff Cobb caught him like he was my 9-year-old son. And Galloway's taking a walk here. Oh, maybe just to try and sucker Cobb in as he drove the boot right into the face. And that neck injury that kept Galloway on the shelf, certainly not showing any ill effects here. He goes face first to the steel, though. I mentioned Cobb's unsuccessful attempt to win the Evolve Championship, a championship held in the past by Drew Galloway. And that's one of his main sticking points. He feels doesn't get enough credit for what he did for this company when he was the Evolve champion, taking that championship around the world, defending it in multiple countries, multiple continents. He feels it's a bit of a conspiracy against him. But he's been through hell, and no one can break him. And when he becomes the WWN champ in Orlando, no one will stop him. And there is no denying the credentials of Drew Galloway, as I mentioned. Oh, and now it's Cobb hitting the steel. Former Evolve champ. Two-time Evolve Tag Team champ. And he has taken this one to the streets here. Oh, neckbreaker out on the floor. And it was Cobb who had to team with Tim Thatcher back at Evolve 76 at the insistence of Stokely Hathaway. Oh! Galloway trying to take Cobb out here. Teamed with Thatcher in an unsuccessful attempt to win the Evolve Tag Team Championships from Tracy Williams and Fred Yehai in return for his championship opportunity in Evolve 77, in which Cobb lost a heartbreaker in San Antonio. And he's looking to rebound here. Oh, right to the face. Galloway puts on the brakes. Divorce court. Changing it up, going after the arm now of Cobb. Hooks the leg. Quick cover by Galloway for a 2 count. Chop to the chest. And again. Galloway getting in the face of Cobb. Just disrespect now for the former Olympian. And a straight right hand from Galloway drops Cobb. Not something Cobb had to worry about in the Athens Olympics. As Galloway now with an armbar. Got that wrist lock. Trying to tap Jeff Cobb here, who's trying to get back to his feet. Powers his way out with that forearm and then rocks Galloway, sending him back to the corner. Nobody home though. Up kick by Cobb up to the second, but Galloway, arm wringer, sends Cobb flying out of the corner into another cover. Shoulders down and another 2 count. And frustration now showing on Galloway's face as he's unable to put Jeff Cobb away here. Continuing to show his appreciation for the officials here in Evolve as he quickly goes to the top. Big man taking a chance, and it cost him. Overhead belly to belly. Clothesline from Cobb and a back elbow. Galloway right back up. And a drop kick. Cobb getting up into the lights there. A second one connects with a headbutt for the win. No. Amazing athleticism by Cobb. And listen to this crowd. Catches him. Looking toward the islands, no. And another attack on the arm. And another 2 count. And you definitely start to see the pattern here for Galloway continuing to go after that arm. Basically rendering it useless almost here. for Cobb. You take away half of his strength, you eliminate his ability to hit that Tour of the Islands. Looking for the future shot DDT, but can't get it. Man, Cobb is just so thick. It's got to be hard even for Galloway to just get both arms clasped behind the back there. Headbutt. And Galloway responds in kind. Into the ropes. Up kick. Cover. Is this enough for Galloway? No. Galloway in the corner now. Trying to fire himself up here as Cobb is making his way back to his feet. No idea where Galloway is, but nails him with that suplex. And again, a waist lock. German suplex. Cobb with the bridge for the win. So close. Cobb thought that was 3. Galloway looks out here. Into the ropes. Puts on the brakes. Again, kicks away at that elbow. Cobb has got him up. Slips out the back door into the ropes. Looking for a backslide here. Does he have enough strength to get Cobb over? No, sir. Cobb digging down here. Galloway in the ropes. Up and over. Future shot DDT. Cover.